What's up, guys? So this is week number 3 as a day trader. If you see my previous videos, this is gonna be my third week that I started day trading with real money. All right, so week 3, I'm starting to feel more confident, not as emotional when taking my position. So I am starting to feel a little bit better when entering and exiting a trade. I'll go over my trades for this week, and I'll show you guys all my trades and the mistakes that I made and what I could have possibly done better. Okay, so this is gonna be a recap of my third week day trading. So we'll start off with Monday. Like I said, I'm trading natural gas, so either I'm trading D-gas or U-gas. As of Monday, natural gas was still selling off, so I was focusing on D-gas. So on Monday morning, I saw D-gas just starting to uptrend all pre-market. I wanted to jump in, but I wanted to see a pullback before I jumped in. Never pulled back. It actually just shot up, and then it started selling off towards a market open. As you can see here, I thought it was gonna bounce at this here middle BWAP. It would show somewhat of a support right here before, so I thought it was gonna bounce here. It ended up getting rejected, and then it started selling off. So I jumped in a little bit too early there, and then as soon as I started going back up, I just wanted to get out. I wasn't sure if it was gonna get rejected again, because it sold off a lot more than what I expected it to. So as soon as it went up, I wanted to get out, about break even. I probably should have held on to it a little bit longer, but I just sold, and I think I lost a little bit there. I was only off by like 3 cents there. And then we go on to second trade. I jumped again on D-gas. I saw it come down here to the SMA. I bought in, and then I saw it was having a hard time breaking this resistance again. So I tried once here, twice, and then the third time it didn't break it. So as soon as I started seeing red candles, I sold my position. So for Monday, those were my only 2 trades. As you can see here on this side, U-gas, I didn't take any positions. I saw it selling off all pre-market, and it just kept selling off the rest of the day. So I was focusing more on D-gas that day. So I only took 2 trades. For Monday, I ended up the day with $70.80. Then we go on Tuesday. So once again, you see Tuesday pre-market, D-gas started to start making higher highs. Same thing happened. It shot up right before market open, and then as soon as market open, it started selling off. Once again, I saw some kind of support here, close to the middle BWAP, and then that's where I decided to enter. It was a little bit early, but it wasn't too bad of an entry. And then when I started seeing that there might be some resistance up here, I decided to sell my position. And ended up pulling back, and it made higher highs. So that first trade was a pretty decent trade. I only had 30 shares, so I think it's around like $4,000 for that. And then I ended up taking another position on D-gas when it pulled back. I entered again since I saw that it was making higher highs. And then on this trade, I thought the same thing was gonna happen where it pulled back and then it would make higher highs. It ended up not happening. So as soon as I saw it like struggling to make higher highs, I sold my position. So I sold here. Same thing, was a decent trade. I think after these two trades, I was up like $150 for that day. And then this happened. So as soon as it pulled back again, I entered. I didn't think it was gonna break the previous support. So I entered right before it, and it actually broke that support, and it went through the SMA. Then I saw it trying to go back up, and then it got rejected here again. And then as soon as I saw it go under the middle VWAP, I decided to sell my position. And as you can see, right after I sold, it just went back up to previous resistance. So this trade here would have probably put me around like $200 that day, but probably should have waited a little bit longer. But you know, I cut my losses right away. I didn't want this to just keep selling off and just give up all my profits from the previous two trades. So for that day, that was Tuesday. Yeah, so once I took that loss, I think this was like a $40 loss. I was pretty much done for that day. Same thing on you guys. I saw it selling off, and you know, once it started to making higher highs, I saw it making higher highs, but I'm sticking to my rules for now, where I don't trade after one. So that would have been a nice trade on you guys, but I'm still not comfortable yet to trade after one. I still want to build a cushion for myself. So yeah. So after the third trade, I lost like $40. And then for the day of Tuesday, I ended up the day with $108 with 20 cents on 3 trades. And then for Wednesday, so on Wednesday, if we look here at pre-market on both sides, it was like you couldn't really tell if it was uptrending or downtrending. So the guys would shoot up, then it come back down. As soon as market opened, it shot back up, and I was thinking of jumping on the gas if it came back down to previous support, but it never did. It just ended up bouncing here and making higher highs. So the rest of the day, I was just looking at the market. I was looking at DGAS. I was hoping for it to sell off enough to where I could take a small position. It never sold off all the way down here where I was expecting it to. So I probably could have taken a position here, but I knew there was a risk of it just going all the way down. And this is where I was waiting. And I just wanted to take just one trade that day because there was no direction, like clear direction. Pre-market was a little confusing, and then I didn't want to risk it towards the end of the day, so I ended up not trading on Wednesday. So I was up all pre-market and the whole day just looking at the charts, and I didn't end up taking any positions at all. Then we move on to Thursday, which is the natural gas report. All right, so on Thursday, I actually took a position on UGAS. And then, so I saw you guys starting to make higher highs pre-market. So as soon as it came back down, I thought this previous support here would hold, and then we would see it starting to make higher highs, but it actually went straight down. And then as soon as it went back up, I knew there was gonna be some kind of resistance right here. And I just decided to sell. I was actually trading this position on my phone, so I ended up up like a few dollars for this trade, but which actually worked out for me because as soon as I sold, it just sold off. I thought it was a change of direction. I thought UGAS was gonna start trending up, and it actually started selling off the rest of pre-market. So yeah, once it sold off, I took another position down here, thinking, it had sold off so much that there was a chance for it to recover. And I took a trade down here when I saw that it wasn't making any lower lows. I saw some kind of support forming. So I bought 400 shares here. I ended up selling here. I just wanted to take small profits before the report at 9:30. So I don't hold on the report. And then as soon as I saw it making more green candles, I thought it was going to be a small pullback and it was going to try to uptrend. And I bought here, it actually sold off. And then when it came back up, I knew there was going to be some kind of resistance here. And it was getting close to 9:30, which is the time the report comes out. So I ended up selling my position here, and I ended up making a few dollars. So yeah, so after the report, UGAS started to trend up. As soon as I saw it making higher highs and it came back down, I ended up taking a position here. I was thinking maybe it'll hold. There was some kind of support here, and I saw it making it lower lows, and it was starting to recover. And then when I saw it forming more red candles, I kind of panicked for a bit, and I thought it was gonna start selling off again. And as you could see, right after I sold, actually like the next minute after I sold, it just shot up after that. And I could show you, I ended up missing out on almost a little bit over 11%. I probably wouldn't have hold for that long, but it would have been nice to hold somewhere up here to previous resistance. It actually made higher. It broke through resistance. It made higher highs, came back down. It was holding support and then shot back up. So yeah, so for that day, UGAS was just uptrending pretty much the rest of the day after the report. I knew there was gonna be a chance for DGAS to recover towards the end of the day, so I ended up taking a trade down here a few minutes before 1 o'clock. I started to see that the sell-off, it wasn't selling off as aggressive, so I took a position down here, and even though it was only 30 shares, I actually made like $100 on this trade. So once that trade was done, for Thursday, I was up $144.62. So after that trade, I was pretty much done for the day. So it seemed like you guys were starting to uptrend now. And then on Friday, I ended up taking a red day for Friday. It was a mistake that I made last week, and I paid the price for the mistake. So I'll show you guys here. So pre-market for DGAS, I started to see DGAS starting to uptrend, and then start selling off after market open. And I saw it once again I saw it selling off so much that I thought it would recover, and the reason I got in on this area here is because I thought it had sold off so much that there was a chance for it to bounce on previous support. So there was a support right here from yesterday. So I thought that it would continue to sell off, but before it would probably pull back a little bit since it had been selling off all morning. And this is what happens when you don't wait for confirmation. So I got in here thinking the support would hold. So I got in at 130, 131, and I sold less, like 2 minutes later at 127.49. So in 2 minutes I lost $114.60. I knew that once you guys broke previous resistance here, it was gonna keep uptrending. And I did have a feeling that you guys would recover towards the end of the day. And I didn't want to hold and hope for it to recover. I just wanted to get out. I took my 1% loss, and I called it a day. That day after that loss, I stopped trading right after that loss. I didn't want to risk it and have a chance of losing all the profits that I made the rest of the week. So I ended up calling it a day. If you see here, it actually sold off more. So it sold off another like 6% after I sold. And then around what time was that? Around 10:30, it started to recover. And you could see how there was more green candles now than red candles. So this is probably where I should have been more patient and waited for this to start seeing more green candles. And I could have taken any position anywhere here, and I would have ended up the day green. So yeah, so I sold at 127.49, and it actually went up all the way to like 131. So I could have hold and ride this all the way down and then wait for it to recover, and I actually would have ended up the day green. But that's a risk that I was not willing to take, not yet. So I just called losses. I called it a day, took $100 loss, and called it a day. And then while you guys, I didn't take any positions. So that was my only trade for Friday. So yeah, after 3 weeks, I'm starting to feel more confident with my trades. Not as emotional, like I said, but I would definitely not recommend for someone that's starting out. Like, even though you feel confident enough when you're paper trading, once you start trading with real money, your emotions, it's what gets you sometimes. So if someone's trying to day trade, and depending on the money that you're making to pay bills or rent or food or anything like that, it's probably not a good idea, because it puts extra pressure on you, and you end up taking more aggressive trades. You end up revenge trading or over trading, and that, I think, actually works. It plays against you, so you probably end up losing more money. So for week 3, I did end up the week green. I still haven't hit my 1K goal, but I'm not too far off. So after week 3, my account is at $30,773.60. I'm excited for week 4. We'll see how it goes. It seems like you guys, like natural gas, starting to recover. It's showing signs of uptrending, so we'll see what happens on Monday. And I might be starting to trade you guys this week instead of D gas if it keeps making higher highs. All right. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll do my recap next week. Thank you.